Is the transcendent sound there coming from Enam. Beautiful music there. Definitely taking you into a magical fantasy space. And sounds like there's a lot of healing in this place. Sounds like there's a little bit of prayer here and maybe a little bit of meditation. That's what it felt for me as I was listening to that one. That is Enam, who is a vocalist coming from Ghana, West Africa. And she says she's a pioneer of what she calls Afro-Spiritual music. Enam joins us on the line. Thank you for joining us on the line, Enam. Welcome on the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Good morning.
Good morning. Tell us a little bit about what the name of that song is and what it's about. It sounds very magical.
Afa is a song that actually carries the energy of healing and the frequency that restores healing. And it's also a truth song. It is actually telling us what the truth is and what we are supposed to follow as people. We have our things that are orchestrated and designed for us, specially made for us. And as African people, we have our way of life and we have the things that are specially made for us, suitable for us. And those are the things that we need to go back to in these times. And so that's what the awakening calls for. So it even goes beyond the language because it doesn't even need you to understand because it just carries the frequency you need. I saw you listing all the things that you hear. You feel the healing, you feel the energy of restoration, you feel the power, you feel the truth, you feel meditation, you feel awakening, and you feel all the elements of spirituality. And so that is what Afa is about.
Enam, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from in Ghana? What's your upbringing like?
I'm from Ghana. I'm from the charged part of Ghana they call Volta region, and that is where the waters are. So when you go to the Volta region, it is mostly the islands, the waterlands, the wetlands, where we have the estuaries and, all of those things. And this is a highly powerful land. It is a highly voltage land. And so this is where we have all the healers, all the spiritual people, and all the magical beings. And those people there are especially gifted to be people that are diviners, that are spiritual workers, and a whole host of them. And growing up, I grew up in the shrine, and I'm from a royal family. Royalty, tradition, and culture moves hand in hand. And so growing up, I grew up in the shrine where I used to go to the sacred grounds with my great-grandmothers and great-grandfathers who happened to be Hadzivodushis, priests, priestesses, and all other things. And so I saw my great-grandmothers healing people through sound healing, herbal bath, soul travel, astral trips, and all of those things. And they used to use sound and they used herb. And in my village where I grew up, sound is like a very big deal because we are on the islands and we don't even use a single fertilizer to grow the plant. We use sound because we believe that sound is the heartbeat of the world. And so to keep the hearts pumping for the world, we must keep the sound moving. That is why the creator also puts the heartbeat of the world in the things that he has created, like the ocean is constantly waving and producing sound so that the world will keep going. And we as humans, we have the heart, and the heart is constantly singing. The music of the heart is on repeat. And so the day your heart stops singing is the day it ends, because when you go to the hospital, the doctor will put their headphones on. That is what I call it. And they use to listen to the music of your heart to see if your heart is still singing. And the only thing that makes us know you are still alive is when your heart's music is still on. And so sound has been like the greatest part of my life, because from where I come from, we really make a big deal out of sound. And so sound has really saved and solved a lot of great problems for us. And so growing up around those people, it actually ignited the sound goddess in me, because these are sound goddesses. Hadzivodushis means a goddess with a gift of songs. So these people
That's amazing. I want to
usually
get into that just a little bit later. Sorry to cut you off there. We need to go to a break, but it seemed like when I spoke about your upbringing, where you come from, and you spoke about your home and where you grew up, there was light that lit inside of you, and you explained so many of your influences and how you gave yourself that opportunity to be a musician. We'll talk more about that after this break. Stay with us on the line, Enam.
Africa at Play with NATO and ETO Chairman.
The Confederation of African Athletics, CAA President Mr. Hamad Kalkaba Malboum, talk to us about the state of athletics in Africa as it stands, and what picture are you looking at 5 years later?
Yeah, athletics in Africa is strong. We are able to organize our major events in time. Like this year, we will have the under 20 and under 18 African Championship in Nigeria. Next year, we will have the senior in Ghana. In 2027, we will go back to Algeria to organize the under 18 and under 20. And then 2028, we will have the senior championship in Gaborone in Botswana. Well, by this program, we can increase our performance. And at the same time, we are considering the fact that within the various federation, they are identifying young talent every year within the national program, within the scholarship championship. And so the athletics in Africa is in good standard.
Live every Saturday and Sunday from 2 to 5 p.m. Central African Time. Palesa and Benjamin fuel your day with fresh African perspective on Channel Africa.
Okay, play their song.
Keeping you on the know and on the move.
Namafon, malakbe, madakbe, malinye, madakbe, alabe.
French and Portuguese, the languages that unite 1 billion people. We have been there through every shift, every milestone, and every triumph. Not just reporting history, but shaping the conversations that define Africa's future. For brands, media planning, and advertisers, Channel Africa is more than just a platform. It's an opportunity. With 25 compelling shows covering current affairs, sports, business, music, and lifestyle, we deliver an engaging Pan-African audience ready to connect, invest, and...
It is quite an intriguing sound indeed, as you hear the different elements of musicality, including some spiritual integrations there. Enam certainly is a powerful vocalist, and she's pioneering an Afro-Spiritual sound that is influenced by what she calls the sound goddesses of the Yeweh shrine. And she continues to tell us a little bit more about her journey and her story right here on Channel Africa. Thank you for staying with us, Enam. You were telling a beautiful story about your upbringing and how the influences of sound in your region really influenced you and your musical journey. The kind of music that you make, have you heard anything like it when you were growing up? And how did you get inspired on all the levels that you draw inspiration from to create a sound like this?
Okay, so growing up, music was always part of my life. And I would say Afro-Spiritual is a first genre, but then it's influenced by the sound goddesses of the Yeweh shrine. And these are people that are born. This is a generational thing. All my great-grandfathers and great-grandmothers were the pioneers of the spiritual music that we have existing today in Volta region. And so they make music like mine. But mine has been made into a more digestible form that will be consumable by the masses, because I felt like, how can this good thing be limited to just my people when the whole world can benefit? Because music should be there. Music is a living thing, and music shouldn't be denied. So every music should have spirit. And so the spirit of the music is what makes the music serve the purpose that it's here to serve. So I believe that every music that is produced is a living energy that is created. And so it needs to have a special role in it to impact the lives of the people that listen to it. So that's what the purpose of music has always been. And so when I started music long ago, I was doing music. I rap. I'm a writer, right? So I was doing music. I was doing hip hop. I was doing Afrobeat and a whole host of other things. Always, people really didn't know where to place my sound. And so I was very confused. I did the music for a very long time, and I wanted to really give up. And awakening. I had a very huge awakening, which I'll be speaking about when the album is out in 2 months. When I had the awakening, I heard great grandmother Diane, who was the priestess of the shrine, singing to me. And she was singing a particular song to me, which is titled "We." I sent that song to you. So that was the first that I had as a Afro-Spiritual song. And she was singing to me in the Hadzivodushis code. And so she was actually channeling all the energies from the Hadzivodushis that have crossed over to the other side to tell me the kind of music that I'm here to be doing. And so I'm supposed to actually send the message that was in my little village to the whole world. And this is how come Hadzivodushis are coming back again into the world and into the music space, this time to heal people and to provide people with what exactly music is there to serve. So that is why I'm on this course. It's the whole message from the other side to this side. And so it's like, for all of us, it is our course. So Afro-Spiritual music is our music and our healing.
Wow, Enam, this is incredible. I mean, it gives me shivers down my spine to really bring back the fact that African spirituality plays a huge role in how we express ourselves and how we express ourselves through our art as well. And that seems to be lost a lot with the younger generations, but you have a message to tell, and that message is certainly coming through, even though I can't hear some of the words that you're saying, but I can definitely feel the presence of the music and feel the message through the sound itself. Now tell us where we can find you on social media and how we can access you and access your music.
Okay, so Afro-Spiritual is out and is really out. I'm on all social media platforms as Enam Music, ENAM, Enam. However you find it pleasing to call Enam Music. And I'm on social media. I'm on Instagram as Enam Music __. I'm on X as Enam Music __. I'm on TikTok as Enam Music or Hadzivodushis. I'm on Facebook as Enam Music, YouTube as Enam Music World. My music is on all streaming platforms. My music is on Apple Music, is on iTunes, is on Spotify, Audio, Deezer, all of the streaming platforms and the musical that you can think of. And music is available everywhere. You can find social media as well: Instagram, Twitter, X, TikTok, Snapchat is Enam Music. The music is out.
Enam, thank you so much for your time. Your sound is incredible, and I really hope that it reaches so many people, but also they get to learn more from you, because I think there's a lot of teaching that can take place, and getting into your world and understanding where this music comes from is just as intriguing. Thank you for spending your morning with us here on Channel Africa.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. It was such a great pleasure coming on here. I appreciate you pushing music and pushing me as an artist. It means a lot to me. Thank you.
Thank you, Enam. That is Enam. Incredible Afro-Spiritual music coming to us all the way from Ghana right here on Channel Africa. This chant that you've been hearing in the background is titled Libation by Enam.